Hello, welcome to the stream. Today we're gonna play a little bit more Kaiserredux. We're gonna play against A.O.G. I didn't play the A.O.G when they used to be in Kaiser like 3 years ago now, I want to say. I'm not too sure when the China update was, but sometime 3 years ago. But we never actually got a chance to play them, so why not try them now? They're basically similar to the legation cities, except we are only controlled by the Germans. We got our little flag up here with a cool-ass lion. We are starting off with 7 factories, no military, 5 no dockyards, and 2 civilian. Definitely a stranger combination than you usually would see. Now let's build, let's say, one civilian factory to begin off for now. Yeah, almost 2 years ago. And what can we get started with? Well, we only have our army. The army's not been expanded. We gotta expand the army first. And then I think these happen after Black Monday, so we can ignore that for now. We'll get you going. We'll get our free army and navy experience. Thank you very much. I have also moved my microphone. So if it sounds a little bit different than how it normally sounds, that would be why. What else do we have? We have no manpower. We're taking a cool negative 35% because we're a territorial concession. Basically, we can't recruit any more units, at least for right now. We do start off with 9, actually. It's actually significantly more than I would have thought. We got 1 in every single city, it looks like. We're going to put all of them just in the capital region up here in the north, at least for right now. We can kind of move these guys around in the future if we have to. Not silence you. We can't actually request manpower, and we can request guns from Germany. 25,000. And we can't get any guns from Germany right now because they don't have any fielded. Germany doesn't have any equipment left over. Fair enough. So we have some outdated stuff, but of course we have no actual factory, so there's nothing we can actually do with any of this. So ignore you for now. And I guess with our dockyards, we could start producing. We'll get basic convoys. And essentially, can we just start... Yeah, just start pumping out submarines. Do we start off with any actual navy? That's not us. We start off with no ships and 25 aircraft. So, what's the plan for A.O.G? Basically, just kind of play it. I'm not too sure all the routes necessarily. I know we can basically take over a lot of southern China, I believe. We can eventually move over. I was looking at our focuses before I started the stream. And I have seen, if we look down here, we eventually can attack the legation city. We can attack the Qing and eventually also maybe integrate the League of 8 provinces. We'll kind of see how that goes. Chinese Empire in German. Very cool. We'll see if we can get that done. Or we'll end up dying. It's one or the other. China and the A.O.G. Farland Chinese possessions also lie under our jurisdiction, as per the terms of the American-mandated Shanghai Conference of 1928. Germany's rights in China are equal to those of any other foreign power. The city of Tongtao has long served as the nexus of our operations. They are at once a modern city, a thriving port, and a center of an extensive commercial web woven throughout the East. Not everything passes through Kaohsiung Bay is fully legitimate, however. The Ashleck, the Oceanshag General Washtung, definitely never going to say that again, or the Supervisory Board of East Asian General Administration manages numerous ship factories, and even informal concessions that violate the spirit, if not the letter, of the 1928 agreement. The Nanjing warlord Sung Chao-feng, a bid to ensure his autonomy from Chinese central government, accepted a series of exploitive arms deal in return for further economic concessions within the League of 8 provinces. Although unrecognized by Beijing as well as the rest of the international community, the A.O.G. spreads its influence throughout the League, ever deeper into the country's interior. Ultimately, Berlin would like us to use China as a buffer of sorts against Japan. Every soldier spent there is one who cannot be deployed against Malay and Indochina. To that end, China's government and the LEP must be supported. China's encroachment in China must be considered only one step away from Singapore. For Singapore is controlled by the Germans right now. I want to get my mic in such position. I ordered like a new microphone arm, because the current microphone I have on the little stand is like too heavy for it. Oh, and our influence in China grows. Amidst a season of mixed news, it appears that we have managed to come across a stroke of good fortune.
Completion and purchase of the Zhenghao Railway, a large-scale rail project inside the League of Eight provinces, allowed us to spread our influence deeper into Chinese territory. While some responses to A.O.G's action have been less than pleasant, we can safely assume this is a sign of good things to come. Nothing bad will happen to the A.O.G in 1,000 years, so we'll keep this going. Get construction speed, get basic machine tools, all of that good stuff. Yeah, nothing bad could possibly happen to us. I guarantee it. Increase our influence in the League of Eight provinces. What do you actually cost? Gotta wait for the okay. 10 political power. They become a little bit more. Yeah, well, we'll spend the 10 political power. That seems okay. Yeah, so it looks like the amount of market liberal that's currently in League of Eight provinces is kind of our influence in the area. But of course, in about 2 months or so, everything's going to go down the toilet. So we'll see how that ends up playing out in the future. Okay, so got a new king of Great Britain. Doesn't really affect us too much. And if we get more than 50% support, then we can actually puppet them. Market liberals 5%. I mean, here's the thing is, do I want to keep putting influence in here? I mean, getting the manpower wouldn't be horrible. This will be done in about 4 days. I think this actually finishes exactly when Black Monday fires, so that's kind of convenient for us. But the thing is, the League of Eight provinces is going to collapse very soon. Yes, we do begin as part of the Reichspakt. We are a little puppet of the German Empire, so we can't really do too much on our own right now. And as Black Monday has hit the country, we have to wait for a moment for this to open up. What else do we have here? We get 2 military factories, which is always quite nice. Some building slots. 10% recruitable population. That'll at least allow us to overcome. Well, not quite. We'll still be at basically negative 25%, which is not good. But we're really just waiting. There we go. Black Monday has hit the A.O.G. As the German economy collapses, it appears that we have weathered the Black Monday crisis no better than our German overlords, it would seem. German businesses already facing pressure from local elements, being hit particularly hard. The Deutsche Ashland Bank, once thought to be too big to fail, is teetering on the edge of collapse. The trickle-down effect of the financial instability are already being felt by our own financial sector. So what we're going to do is there's basically 2 paths. We either go with the status quo, or we kind of have like a coup in the country where the corrupt and the board of directors take over the A.O.G. And that's going to be the path we're going to go down here. Oh, that actually bypassed. Okay, so we can't do anything quite yet. But the way we get the corrupt and the board of investors to coup the government is basically don't try to bail out anyone. We can look at our path guide here. Yeah, if we don't bail out anybody, there will be a coup in the government, and we'll kind of see how that goes for us. Get military factories. You don't do anything quite yet. You know what, let's get the 2 military factories. At least start producing weapons ourselves. I feel like that's going to be kind of important. Major companies file for bankruptcy. Absolutely not. We cannot afford it. Can't afford to just we'll have a little coup. A little coup. And that's it. So Poland is now a republic. And we're going to save our political power here. The burning of the head office. At 21:15 on the night of February 11th, 1936, a Gulian fire station received an alarm call that the head office, assembly known as the Ostchina Directorum, was ablaze. A Chinese nationalist by the name of Li Hongren arrested at the scene at the blaze 2 hours later. There was a warrant out for his arrest, and after 3 hours of enhanced interrogation, he confessed to the arson. Thank you for the negative 60 political power. I do appreciate it. Didn't the Federalists gonna seize Guangzhou? Well, I mean, maybe. Probably. I would not be surprised they do that. Major companies filed for bankruptcy. With the refusal of government bailout, many smaller companies within the sphere have gone completely bankrupt. Larger than these companies that apply for bankruptcy is the East Asian branch of a Bayer A.O.G chemical company. As the alarming pattern of bankrupting continues, many fear the large conglomerates such as Krupp and Hager Lloyd could also go under. If this happens, our economy will be very well doomed. Yeah, don't do anything.
The Left KMT has risen up. And the Kaiser has replaced their government. With the imminent collapse of the economy, Krupp and other failing companies were required to take action. This action came in the form of a meeting between Alfred Felix Allen von Krupp, von Bullen, and Hushback. What kind of name is that? Anyway, and the Kaiser. The emergency meeting convinced the Kaiser and the Commissar von Falkenhuysen was unable to manage the A.O.G, and thus leadership is needed. Under this new government, Krupp will run the government from the shadows of while the A.O.G's board of directors take control of the A.O.G's publicly. This board of directors is Krupp as main benefactor, while smaller companies within the A.O.G have minor influence. As for now, Falkenhuysen had not made any public statement, and instead returned to military full-time. I guess we should also probably add in some leaders here. Get a field marshal as well. Seems good for us for now. And League of Light provinces, yeah, basically should start falling apart. Who can we influence? We can influence into Nanjing, China, which is you. Take back Xiamen. Yeah, you've taken Guangzhou from us. We've actually lost a couple of cities, but we can take you back. We declare war on the Left KMT. Huh. We could immediately go to war with the Left KMT, which not actually seems like a bad idea. But I mean, do we have any? Well, let's wait a moment. Let's delete your orders. Bring you to this city instead. Let's go to Guangzhou. Because we want the Nanjing clique to win. Right? Nanjing clique. Currently, they're at 26% liberal. So if you're 5%, we need another 5 of you, which actually is not that bad. That seems relatively cheap. I could maybe send you volunteers. Yeah, they might have one extra state. I'm not too sure. Maybe Hunan Clique's a little bit bigger than they otherwise normally would be. We got a 9 out of 7, which actually is 7% penalty for us. Which is not good. Probably because we lost the... Oh, it's probably... You know why? It's because we lost these cities. But I think we need to do... I think we need to actually declare war on the Left KMT. Get military access through the Nanjing clique. And because, if you remember, China has terrible units to begin with. They have like a negative 50% organization penalty or something like that. So I'm hoping we can at least move troops into the country. Crush the KMT here and take back Xiamen. And that'll also hopefully allow the Nanjing clique to resist the northern cliques a little bit better as well. Because they're not going to be fighting the Left KMT down in the south. We have one air base here. No air bases in China at the moment. But I mean, that's okay. And a new head office. The former head of the Commissar is now assaulting Rebel. We can either move the capital to Nangtao, which is you, or we just keep it up in the north. I mean, why? The Nangtao is 500,000. You up here's... It's about exactly the same. No, just keep in the same location. I don't think we need to change any of that. At least not right now. And we are taking some attrition. Move our way towards these major cities. If we can help, yeah, their units are going to be kind of garbage. The Left KMT shouldn't, I think, be too much of a threat for our units. Declare war on Langgong Clique, which is you. Would I want to go to war with the Federalists right away? Probably not. But I do think we want to probably go over like the military expansionist path here. So we'll go with Crop on the board of directors. Apparently bypass automatically. Thank you. We got our 2 military. We could go for like another 2 military factories. You know what? Yeah, let's go for another 2 military factories. And keep on producing as many guns as possible. We're missing 9 steel. We have no factories we can actually use to trade anything with. At least not right now. And let's bring our units forward. We can't really fly over here. Pius, the 12th? 7th? I actually don't remember which Pius it is, but he's dead. Let's move you down south. Move our way towards you. You're going to move towards the left KMT capital. Then more units through. And then you're going to basically go down to Guangzhou. That is, yeah, this is all part of left KMT territory. But I think the Nanjing clique, they should do all right. I wish I could actually support them a little bit more. I mean, I could send them units. I could send them a volunteer. We can see that I think Germany's Asia sent them some volunteers. So maybe we do want to send some men into the country. We'll see. Okay, but the Party of Communes actually sent units down here. I think that's actually going to be a bigger threat than the left KMT forces are normally. Okay, we'll take back the city. The what do you want to call them? The Nanjing clique, they can have the rest of the territory. That should be fine. Again, assuming... I mean, it looks like... I would say that they're winning right now. The bet is on the Mongolian alliance. We don't care about that too much. Let's actually get one of you... And we're actually going to send them as a volunteer. We need to be at peace. Okay, fair enough. When we're at peace, then we will, we'll send those volunteers in. I feel like we're doing all right. I mean, the left KMT, they shouldn't survive for too much longer. The Nanjing clique, how are they actually holding up here? They're about halfway dead. But again, like, once you're all dealt with, I'm hoping... And then again, Nanjing clique can move their units up towards the north. Got a couple of left KMT forces around here. Even more factories, thank you very much. We're not economically recovered. Let's default on the debt for now. Move our units into the country. I mean, the left KMT, they do have a decent amount of troops in the area. Let's see. I guess because they've lost Nanjing. I'm guessing that's probably the reason that the Nanjing clique's not doing very well. Let's send our force in. You come here and then out of rounds. It's fine for us. What do we actually need to get the KMT down to? Is it 0%? Because they're basically kind of like a guerrilla. Oh, 20%. Okay, it's not so bad. I was expecting them to get it down all the way to 0. But at least does not look like that's the case. And there we go. They've actually fallen apart. Great news. Pass. We will take over. Can I take another treaty port? Not really. I'll just take the port. Nanjing clique, you can take the rest. I want to make you into a puppet anyways. Yeah, and then we'll send you the volunteer. Congratulations to him. And the rest of you... Go back to Wenzhou for now. And it's like, if you're not going to die, we want to make you into a puppet ASAP. You get 0.5 political power. It's not that good. Might as well upgrade you infantry weapon 1. Might as well upgrade you to fighter 1 and make you into tactical bomber 1 as well. We can't deploy you because, yeah, we have no manpower. Right, you know, that actually does seem like that could be an issue for us. And now that Nanjing clique can move all their units up towards the north. You're not at war with the Shaodong clique. Maybe you will be soon, but hoping that you just, you know, don't ever go to war with them. But remember, casualties are very important, because we have no manpower. We can't easily replace our losses, at least not right now. If we get all the way down to the bottom, we do get a 40% modifier, which basically is a plus 5%, because we're just counteracting a negative 35 we have here. Let's send you to this province. And strategically redeploy. Just get there as fast as you possibly can. Move here, and you just move on to the capital. Even if you... I don't think Nanjing can... which is nice. Again, we're going to keep on influencing you. Defaulting on the debt. Let us reform the tax code. Right now, you're at 36. Reactionary reform. Since the burning of the head office, the board realizes that change of policy is required if we're going to improve our financial outlook and keep national sentiments in southern and central China under control. We've begun to feel effects of the Berlin stock market crash, or Black Monday as it's being called, and we have to resolve the problem in the present and plan for the future of this company. We definitely don't want to wait for this. Yeah, you know, give me the political power. Because I want to work more with, I want to work more in China. Actually, delete all your plans. No reason for you to fall back. Okay, hold your position. Get your organization back up. This unit might actually just move out of the area. Okay, he's not moving, but... The status reforms. In a meeting with HOI4 China at Quam was held today at the last conferences were made by downsizing with decisions begin downsizing made by the board. -100 political power. You know what? I'm going to keep on pressing this button because I'm going to cheese the system a little bit. I think it automatically selects the top option. But I want to gain reform stop. Keep on putting influence here. Is this cheating? You know, it depends on how you want to look at things. And now, we can secure influence over Nanjing clique, which will make them into a nice little puppet of ours. That'll be done in 5 days. So now we've clicked that. We can get you finished for now. Once you're a puppet of ours, we're gonna be looking quite nice. Let me just put it that way. We've declared war on Nanjing. Yeah, because you're now a puppet. Which actually, if you look at the thing with the Reichspak's looking pretty good. But now we've got to move all our forces into the area. It did unfortunately kick all of our forces out, which is a little bit of a... Yeah, because we became a puppet, it did kind of break the line here a little bit, but that should be fine. We did technically take back. You know what? You don't need to be around the entire thing. Just stay where you are. And just move your way into Nanjing. We should be completely okay. We do actually have an air base. Let's throw planes over here. And I would say, you know, this is looking quite nice. Okay, reform that tax code. Do air superiority here. Let's buy out some Chinese assets. And now that we have the backing of the Nanjing clique, we could maybe move our way down south. 3 to 13, 29. Yeah, we could. Definitely think we have the opportunity to do so. Assuming the Shutdown clique doesn't do anything to become a major threat towards us, which I don't think they will. And I guess we could also theoretically... Can I call in Germany? I could if I wanted to. I don't think there's a reason to call Germany in, but you know...